What happens when you let two country boys into a radio station and give them their own show? You're about to find out.
Hold on to your butts.
This is the DMac and Zac Show.
That's right. It is the DMac and Zac Show.
Someone's holding onto my butt.
The bad thing is the only someone in here that would hold on to his butt is on the other side, and I think she might be going home with me. So I don't really know what to think about this.
She's like looking off into space. I think she's disinterested already.
Well, probably so. But
along with our 4 listeners,
well,
welcome in.
And why not? And why not? But hey, to start you out like our usual Monday night, we've got our 5 random facts for our Monday.
For education.
Well, of course.
Educational purposes.
And I don't understand why we need education anymore. I mean, they don't even teach kids, what is that, calligraphy anymore? Well, what's the deal there?
Yeah, we were talking about this at dinner.
Well, yeah, I mean, they don't even teach kids to write pretty. So what do you expect out of this?
If you're a kid in elementary school and you can write rap lyrics, I think you're all right.
Well, I mean, I guess you might be, but I know exactly what this is, though. We're getting ready for the Chinese to come over, so we're all going to be math oriented from here on out. So we don't even need to think about writing things anymore, right?
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Why not? All right, so we got our 5 random facts for Monday. Then we're going to head into the 10 signs you're having a midlife crisis. So if you're on the fence in any way, shape, or form, I'd listen in just so you know what's going on in your own life because, we actually, we don't have a psychology degree, but we did eat dinner with a guy that does, and, hey, he might have rubbed off. You don't know. There was some rubbing going on, but it was all on Zach's side of the table.
I was just waiting on my chips.
Gotta love the chips. Gotta love the chips.
Getting antsy and...
Well, antsy was, yes, you were acting like they were ants in your pants. I don't think there was ants. But we don't have any photographic proof of it.
Hadn't ate all day, just wanted some chips, you know?
That's what she said. What do you think there, Joe?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Well, if it works for Joe, it works for me. Up next, we have the National I Need My Girl. Be back with the 5 random facts for your Monday right after this.
This is the DMac and Zac Show. DMac broke the phone after he had to sit in traffic on I-77 again. So phone lines are beyond our capabilities at the moment. You can join in the conversation on social media instead. Just go to facebook.com/DMac and Zac and hit like. And follow us on Twitter @DMac and Zac.
That's right. We're on the Facebook.
Now, if you like the page, are you legally binded to listen, or can you disregard the page altogether? Or just people being nice?
Well, if you like the page, you're automatically going to get our Spreaker, so it really doesn't matter. You can listen to us anytime you want and turn us off anytime you want. And I'm sure that, lots of people would love to have that ability in my life.
Yeah, I think they already have.
Yeah, more than likely. No, we're up to 5. Oh. We're up to 5 listeners as we speak. Well, without any more ado, we're going to bust into our 5 random facts for your Monday.
Today is Monday. That is interesting.
We're on the radio, Zach. We only do radio shows on Monday.
No, last week. What about that?
Well, that's because you're a decorated war veteran, and, we were
we were locked out of the building, too.
Well, there is that, and we'll probably be locked out of the building before the end of the night, too. But, hey, it's neither here nor there, and, that plays in to our Facebook question. Our Facebook question of the week was, have you ever been thrown out of somewhere or never not let back in, locked out, whatever it was? Get on Facebook. Tell us right now. We'll talk about it a little bit.
Or send a tweet to DMac and Zac. At DMac and Zac.
There you go. That's our producer, Joe. He is in the house, and he is covering all of our web stuff as our K-Dan sitting over here showing Courtney dirty pictures. And
I don't really know what's going on over there.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't even want to say what K-Dan just told me, so I'm going to leave it alone. We're going to start out with our 5 random facts for Monday.
That's why he doesn't have a mic.
That's exactly. So, number 1, the worst hashtag that you can use on Instagram is #drunk. Because for hashtags with, drunk get 40% fewer likes than photos without it. Now, no other hashtag has that detrimental of an effect. Now, if you've been on Zach's Instagram lately...
It says #life.
#life, drunk. Right there. Anyway, so number 2, the first 5 home products that used electricity were the sewing machine, the fan, the tea kettle, the toaster.
Go on, you can say it.
Go on. Or should you not go on? Hang on.
And the vibrating...
The self-massage device, right?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes, and I didn't even know they ever made any that plugged into the wall. But, hey, I guess it saves on D-cells, and, hey, during a power outage, at least you'll have lights or batteries in your flashlight, right?
Mommy, all my car toys' batteries are gone.
Why would I turn it on? Does it not do anything? I don't know why.
Tammy, go outside. Mommy needs alone time.
Hold on a second, Timmy. I'll find your batteries. Just go outside and play for a little bit. Wow, Mommy hunts her special place. Number 3, it's illegal in France to name a pig, guess what? Napoleon.
Napoleon?
Napoleon.
They're still caught up on that, man.
They really are.
Like, hadn't it been, like, at least 20 years?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's too soon, evidently, for Napoleon jokes in France. At least 20 years, really. There's the math thing again.
I'm telling you.
This is why the English degree from WVU played in.
Wow,
so well.
You sent me to a big school.
I thought, hey, why do you have a tattoo of that on your private?
Don't. What do you...
Anyway, it was another dude.
I have no idea what you're...
Anyway, so it's illegal in France to name a pig Napoleon. Now, people are hung up on stuff like this. I mean, if you remember, what was it? Was it the Grammy Awards that Seth MacFarlane hosted?
It was one of those
Grammys. It was the
shows.
Oscars. It was Oscars because it was for on screen. It was something like that. So he was up there and he says he's talking about the new movie Lincoln, right? And the guy that played Lincoln, and he's standing up there and he's like, yeah. He was like, I'm telling you what, this guy really played Lincoln to a T. The best Lincoln could ever be played. He said, but I think the last actor that really got inside Lincoln's head, guess, Zach, guess for me, right there. Come on.
John Wilkes Booth.
There you go. Ta-da-ching.
Aww.
Everybody goes, oh. And he's like, too soon? Seriously? So I guess there you go. Napoleon complex. In France, we got a Lincoln complex right here in the good old U.S.
Oh, breaking news. You can't name a cow Hitler in Germany now.
Can you not? Why not?
I'm just kidding.
But what's the matter with eating Hitler? You got a problem with eating Hitler?
I wouldn't be surprised, though.
No. Moo. That's right. So, number 4, the first big studio movie to feature the F word. That's right, the F word, which we like to paraphrase Fraggle Rockin' around here, is MASH, believe it or not. MASH. And I really don't know what MASH stands for. Anybody know what MASH stood for back in the day?
Send us a tweet at DMac and Zac if you know what MASH stood for.
Seriously, because we have the internet, but it's only we got too many viruses, and we're not going to tell you how we got them. So there was a big football game at the climax of the movie, and a character named Painless, I got no idea why his name was Painless. I watched the movie, but I don't even remember this part. He says, quote, all right, bud, you're getting your effing head. It's coming right off. And see, it doesn't even make any sense when you read it back, but hey, it was the 70s, and it was a movie about, Nam and whatnot, so...
A lot of things didn't make sense in the 70s.
Oh, yeah, well, you heard Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds a little earlier, and that's probably why things didn't make a whole lot of sense in the 70s. Number 5, Vern Troyer, and if you don't know who Vern Troyer is, he was Mini-Me from the Austin Power movies.
Speaking of Napoleon.
Literally, speaking of little man syndrome, I got a kickstand. He was raised Amish.
Huh.
He wasn't raised too tall.
No, but hey, I guarantee
they didn't raise him that much.
He was the best hoer in the world because he could see all under all those plants to get around him.
Imagine, just put this in your mind.
I don't want to put it in my mind, Zach.
Just think of this. Little Vern Troyer on an Amish farm getting trampled by a horse and buggy.
Why would I think?
How funny would that be? I would giggle. Profusely.
Well, he would be acting like the guy in our next story. I'm sorry, that was our 5 random facts for Monday. We're segueing now into a guy from the UK, okay? Now, he said something about Vern Troyer getting run over by a horse and buggy, and I don't really know why that would be funny. But this next one,
it would be hilarious.
It's pretty giggly. Because this dude, this naked guy, he was over in the UK. He was in the Czech Republic. And, it's the Czech Republic. Need I say more? So, this naked dude, he just runs out of the woods, and it's not clear if he was on drugs or what, but according to witnesses, he thought he was a dog. Now, we're not sure how old he is, but from the picture, he looks like he's in his late 20s. But now, because he was on all fours and growling, he then tried to bite someone's tire, and then he even lifted his leg to pee on a car. And then when the driver got out to yell at him, he started barking at him and kept darting out in traffic.
That's your case of drugs.
I'd say.
I don't think he was on drugs. I'm sure he was fine.
You think he was fine? Well,
Nah.
Well, if you grow up your entire life trying to
perfectly normal behavior.
When you grow up your entire life trying
for a dog, yeah.
Trying to spell Czechoslovakia in what is that they use over there?
Calligraphy.
Cyrillic.
You said earlier calligraphy.
What, like the
Cyrillic?
different alphabet or whatever?
Yeah, Cyrillic. That's what it's called. Anyway, you grow up trying to spell Czechoslovakia in Cyrillic, then yeah, it's going to drive you nuts. I don't care who you are.
You can't even say it. I don't know.
Czechoslovakia?
Cyrillic?
Sure
Cyrillic?
Skrillex?
What?
And that
Dyslexia?
words?
Epilepsy?
Words?
Huh?
English degree?
You're giving me a
Onomatopoeia?
headache. You're giving me a headache.
You are too. If I was over your head, I'd hurt anyway. Anyway, so eventually, someone called the cops.
Where's this going?
Someone called the cops on this naked guy, all right?
There's some drugs going on in here, too.
It's nothing but St. John's wort, and you can buy it at your local herbal goods retailer. Anyway.
How's your hip doing, Grandpa?
Better than the bush. But by the time they showed up, he'd been hit by a car. Yeah, there's irony for you. A guy acting like a dog, darting in and out of traffic, got hit by a car. Well, he was mangled so badly that the doctors have put him into a medically induced coma while he recovers. Now, when he
just
gets
put
out,
him to sleep. Just put him to sleep.
Yeah, they're not just going to put him down.
Well, he pretty much is down right now, but they don't really know whether they're going to put the cone on him when he comes back out or not.
He probably needs, all he needs is a muzzle, really.
Well, I'd say while he was in there, thank you, Kate Ann, for that.
Just keep him on a leash, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, while he's in that coma, why don't they just fix him?
That too.
Like what type of fixing?
Like fix him, like not mentally,
Like-
not, make him no longer be able
Like
to reproduce. Fix him.
spade him?
See, yeah, I think that's what you
neuter
do to a.
Like
there
a-
you go. That last one.
Make like a Bob Barker, and
Yeah.
Then leave. What is this kind of what?
He doesn't get it.
see, now you know how it feels to
Not
just
get a
have
joke.
something go over your head.
Evidently, zoom. So anyway, since he was naked, he obviously didn't have an ID on him. So police are still trying to figure out who he is. Now you know.
Did he not have a tag on him?
But evidently not, and I don't guess he had one of those. What are those? The tracker devices they're putting in dogs now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, fresh out of those too. Although I don't want to know where they'd stick it. This guy
just
though,
clip it in his ear or something. I don't know.
I guess they could because they are putting the receipt in cadavers' ears, as we've learned last week.
Oh
And,
yeah, that's right.
Hey, if you didn't hear that last week, make sure you get on Spreaker. Check that out. The top reasons that you picked the wrong funeral home. Zach looks like he's getting ready to do something, and I'm sort of scared.
I'm good.
Okay, just making sure.
I thought I was taking a nap for a minute, but then I was like, all right, I'm good.
All right, cool.
He needs some of your St. John's wort.
Well, I
think.
tried to give him some, but it said it hopped him up too much last week. I was
Yeah.
like, well, it works with ADD, but, if you're normal,
I took one last week, and it was like 3 a.m., and I was cleaning my apartment.
So it made you a better housemate. There you go. See?
Just
it
need a
did
nice
its job.
I'm best housewife on St. John's wort you ever see.
Especially when you're in that little maid's outfit I got you for Christmas last year, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know why you had to bring that
Why
up.
not?
That is a great mental image.
I try. So anyway, up next we got the 10 signs you're having a midlife crisis and the top reasons, like Zach and I, and, well, about everyone in the room, you're still annoyed when the DMac and Zac show comes back.
This is the DMac and Zac Show.